Jasmine in Bloom. This is going to be episode 2 of Growing Pains. Wow, we did it. First episode was released last week. Thank you guys for all the love and support. I highly appreciate it. Yeah, it's New Year's Eve. I've been cleaning a shit ton today. I don't know if anyone has that routine of New Year's Eve is clean day. Gotta get ready for the new year. But yeah, that's what I've been up to. And I was like, you know what? Let's record. Your room's clean. Let's get a video going. So today, I think I kind of want to touch on only child syndrome. Just kidding. If you did not know, I am an only child. And there's so much that goes into being an only child that a lot of people don't know about, and there's a lot of stereotypes. Oh my god, there's a shit ton of stereotypes about being an only child that I kind of just want to I don't know, give my side of the story. Especially, I'm an only child to a single mother. Shout out all the single moms in the whole entire world. We fucking love you. You rock. My mommy, you rock. I love you. But yeah, okay. So, growing up in my household, it was me, my grandparents, and my mom. So, it was, again, stable household. There was a lot of people always over, whatever. I think it was about age 4 that I started asking about siblings and whatnot. Lo and behold, I am a miracle baby. That sounds absolutely outrageous, but no, dead ass. I'm a miracle baby. I was not supposed to be here, but I got here. The idea of being an only child with a single mother has so many ideas and conspiracies, and just people throwing in their opinions or whatever. So let's clear that up right now. So I always grew up in, I don't know, a me and mommy mindset. Me and my mom would go and do absolutely everything together. She'd be literally my whole entire life, my whole entire life, we just spend so much time together, and she'd just, I don't know, she'd make me feel she'd make me forget about the whole idea of siblings in a way. I don't know if that comes off a little weird, but I was so occupied and so happy with just chilling, me and my mom. I was at a point where I was you know what, I don't even really need siblings. Who needs a sister? Who needs a brother? And it also it definitely shaped me, especially young Jasmine, seeing other people with siblings and going out with their sisters, having older brothers, having younger sisters, whatever. I was always damn, must be nice. But it's also very rewarding being an only child. I'm type spoiled, not gonna lie. Again, thank you, mama. She's always been my rock, and I've always had just so much ambition and the goal of just making her happy, and I got rewarded pretty well with the greatest mom I could ever ask for. And yeah, I don't know, in my family at least, there's always okay, you want something, you work for it, you get it. You want something, you either wait on it until you can get it, or you get it and who the hell cares? It's whatever, you deserve it. And I've also kind of kept that mindset now. A lot of impulsive purchases, a lot of impulsive decisions and whatnot, but it all worked out pretty well, as we can see. Yeah, so being an only child definitely comes with a lot of trials and tribulations. Um, I'm definitely more of an extrovert on some occasions, also more introverted on some occasions. There was a big time where I was so introverted, and throughout like growing up from like preschool to like fifth grade, I was super extroverted. Like I was the girl in class that would not shut up. Um, and I just have like all these things to say, all these things to do. Like I'd have my agenda for the day, and it was low key like my way or the highway when I was in elementary school. And I also think that came with being an only child. It was like, okay, like guys like me, you know. Then I kind of like lost that a little, and I just got like super introverted and like quiet and shy. I've never like put myself out there and have other people talking for me. I was super anxious. Um, yeah, it's like, I don't know. It's definitely come in stages. I feel like a lot of only children, at least people that I've talked to, can say the same about that, like behavioral wise. Yeah. Uh, there's also a big thing with like hyper independence. I am super duper hyper independent, and sometimes it drives me crazy, but I actually love it. And I feel like me, like growing up with just my mom, my grandparents, you know, I felt like I couldn't always ask for help, because it would be like, okay, you know what to do, like you must go learn how to fix it, or you must go learn how to do it, like you can do it. So I just kind of like grew a mindset of, okay, do it for yourself, do everything for yourself, so you don't have to like not necessarily get in anyone's way, or like just like ask for help. And it's kind of, it's very positive, but it's grown to be so negative. um like there's times where, you know, like, okay, this is like, okay, we're getting a little deeper here, forewarning. Like when bad things happen, or like, let's just say like there's a friendship problem, and it's like literally consuming me to pieces, and I just don't want to ask for help, like shit like that. Like I will not ask for help, I will not go talk to someone about it, I will bottle up my feelings until I melt down, and like not even explode. Like sometimes I do explode, but I feel like it's more on like a different level. More of a meltdown, I will literally like constrict myself of just asking anyone for anything. Um, Kind of like a go-getter mentality. Like, I don't know, I feel like I can fix it myself. And of course, that's not a good way to think, especially with like growing up and like being a teenager and going through problems in high school, now going through problems in freshman year of college. Like you should ask for help when you think you don't need it, and that's is the most needing time of help you can ever get to. Um, yeah, just like, I don't know, I felt like the reach for someone else's approval, someone else's opinion was just so like obnoxious to me, and I didn't want to feel obnoxious to anyone. I didn't want to like put my problems, I hate like absorbing, well, having other people absorb me and like deal with my shit. I hate that. I absolutely hate it. And it's a really good thing sometimes to actually like put yourself out there and let other people feel things with you, feel things a little bit for you. And teenage me, well, I'm still basically a teenager, but like younger teenage me, like freshman year of high school, middle school, I was not having it. I was not asking anyone for help for anything. And I also kind of asserted this like confidence in myself that I can just do everything and get everything done on my own time with my own meaning, willingly, whatever. I will like, okay, you know, the whole like manly thing. Okay, you have a heavy bag, let them take it. No, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take my bag and carry it, whatever, no matter how heavy it is. It's just like, I don't know, I'm just trapped in that like, you got it, and like, period, I fucking got it. But like sometimes like I sit back and I'm like, shit, you should probably let people help you out sometimes. You'd be a little bit less stressed or a little bit less tense on some things. But yeah, it's all like all very manageable and all very doable. It's just things like, you know, we have to work on. If you relate, you know how hard it is. Yeah, and I feel like as an only child, or like us only children, if you are watching this and you are an only child, we get caught up in our head a little bit, and we tend to think about how it would make another person feel more than how we're actually feeling. And again, I said this in the last video, I hyperanalyze to the max. So that hyperanalyzation with my hyper-independency, like, it clashes so bad. And it just, like, that right there is an explosion for itself. Yeah. It's okay, though. We're working on it. For sure. Yeah. Grew up super hyper-independent, still super hyper-independent. There's also, like, there's a lot of reasons I feel as to why there's not a lot of consideration for the only child community. Like, again, okay, let's get into stereotypes. We are brats, we're spoiled. Yes, most of us are. That's because we're the only child. Like, there's not a lot to share. Not saying that sharing's ever been a problem. I love giving people my shit. I live for that shit. You can have whatever the fuck you want. As long as I can give it to you, you can have it. But, like, I don't know, there's, like, a barrier, a little. And I remember I used to, like, ask people, like, when people used to ask me, like, how many siblings do you have? Do you have siblings? I used to be like, I don't know, like, can you tell, like, what, do I have siblings? Do I not have siblings? How many siblings I have? And they'll be like, you're an only child. And I'm like, how the fuck do you know that? And then they're like, no, it's just, like, something about your, like, personality. I'm just like, but, like, what does that mean? And I still can't really get down to what that means. I'd love for someone to tell me. But yeah, I've always just had that in the back of my mind, like, can people really tell that I'm an only child? Is it, like, wearing on my sleeve right now? Is it in the way I act, the way I carry myself? And yes, it for sure is. It's definitely in the way we carry ourselves. And I feel like this is probably so funny to, like, just talk for, like, all of only children. It's not really me talking for it. It's just me kind of sharing my opinion. But it's like, some people can say that, like, being an only child comes with, like, no problems. No, there's lots of problems. Boom, here's a problem. You don't have, like, a sister or brother to come home to. You don't have, like, that built-in best friend. All the friends you make are outside, other than family, of course. but all those friends that you make are on the outside, and you have to kind of channel it inside. Like, there's people that grow up with like their best friend that lives down the street, and they've grown up like sisters. You know, like some people don't have that. I didn't really have that. All my friends were very not close to me in a way, in like location proximity wise, and it's just like, I don't know, like the idea of having a built-in best friend has always been like so cool to me, but then it's also like you're stuck with them, like a good stuck, but like you're stuck with them like forever. That's always gonna be your brother, always gonna be your sister. um that's also really cute. I love like siblings, especially like sibling rivalry. Whoa. Yeah, so tough. um okay, so I'd say I wouldn't choose any other situation. I don't know what you would call being an only child, but that situation, I wouldn't choose anything but being an only child. I've learned so much over the years of just like learning things about myself, learning things about other people. Again, you have all this time, all this capacity, well, not time, but all this capacity within yourself, to get to know other people. And it kind of showed me that, like, oh, I feel like I hate to say this. I had a I had a conversation with someone about this like last week, and it just got like really messy, but like I feel like I understood like the idea of like Sonder so young, and like that everyone really does have their own shit going on in their own lives. Everyone is so different from everyone else. And that I feel being an only child brought to me. Like hearing stories from friends about what goes on in their household with their siblings, like every story was like different, and every story was kind of comforting to me in a way, because it was like, oh cool, like I get to live vicariously through you, or like, you know, like even now, like my friends' siblings, like I have this one friend, her little brother, so funny. And it's like, it's cute because, you know, when you're around those two, or like you're around someone else and their sibling, it's like aw, like I kind of feel like a big sister too, or like I kind of feel like a younger sister too. Like, I don't know, it's kind of warming. And like, although I didn't get it myself, kind of glad, low key, a little bit, a little bit disappointed, a little bit glad. But there's like, it's so nice. It's so fucking nice, and it's just, it's something that like, it's very cherishable, and yeah. um, my mom used to do like crazy things with me. Um, we used to go to like the movie theaters, and like after a movie was done, we'd like hop to another theater and like see what was playing, check the times, like cool, like random shit. And like I admired her for that. Um, and that relationship, I don't think I would ever have with my mom if I had siblings. Um, and I feel my bond with her is so strong. My mom is my best fucking friend. That is my best friend, my built-in best friend. She is my rock. Literally everything I am today is because of her. We have such a close relationship again. Like, I spent all my time with my mama. Like, and not in like a bad way, in like a stop hanging out with your mom, or like, I don't know, like whatever you may think, like, oh, that's a little weird. No, it was nice as hell, actually. And like everything about being a single mother like just poured out into me, and it was just so empowering to see her shine and see her like take care of me the way she was, knowing that like, again, it's just her, and it's just me, and it's just me and her. We'd go on like, oh my gosh, we'd go to, I've literally seen like all of the tri-state area. We go to New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Connecticut. We go upstate, stay at like hotels for the weekend, see like weird, cool museums, aquariums, go to different malls and stuff. And that relationship was literally, I think, the best part of my childhood. Like, just those getaway trips, I think, peak in my whole entire childhood. And it was just so amazing to just see this woman, especially now, see this woman just give me so much of herself and so much of the world so willingly, so easily. It was really, like, it's really something. Like, I really love you, girl. Yeah. And definitely with me, and having no other siblings, it was a lot easier for that to happen. A lot easier for us to do things, a lot easier for her to buy me stuff. Um, just a lot easier in general. Like, I had a really good upbringing, and she brought me up wonderfully. Um, my whole entire household, my grandma and my grandpa, like, I was taken care of, well taken care of. Like, I'd fight with my grandpa as if that was my sibling. Me and my grandpa used to literally get into it, like, not even like, not like physically or anything, like, just like we used to argue, and like he used to pick at me, and like we used to bicker, and like, okay, he'd be sitting in like the passenger seat of the car, and I'm like sitting behind him, and he'll start grabbing my feet and like tormenting me, like stuff like that. Like, I had all these things and all these feelings that you get from having siblings, but I had it all, like, here. um like, stealing my grandma's stuff still. uh Shout out to you. Literally, again, small shout out. Let's take a pause. All my jewelry, half of my wardrobe is my grandmother's. And it's low-key been like that for a long time. She just has all this cool shit, and I'm like, gimme, I want some. And she's just like, here. So I'll take it. But like, I was a kid just like going through her makeup, going through like her lip gloss and like her nail polish, her jewelry, and just like taking things. Same with my grandpa. I would take his hats, put them on, walk around the house. Like, I'd steal his shirts, his big shirts. My grandpa was like a big guy, wearing like extra large. I'd be walking around in these huge ass shirts, just fucking strutting around the house. And like, again, that's, to me, okay, maybe not, you might not think so, but to me that was like everything that I needed at all times. Those three were all that I needed, and I had everything that a kid could possibly want, a kid could possibly desire. Like, there was a lot of times where, I'd be confused about whether or not, I don't know, I'd question like my importance as a being, as a child, and like, I'd compare myself a lot to other kids, other situations. And man, it did me so well because, like, I don't know, like, you gotta go through the hard stuff and then get to the good stuff. And I definitely went through the hard stuff of asking questions and just being unsure about, like, where I stood, again, as an only child with, like, a single mother. Yeah, and it was, like, only me for, like, a while, just in my head, you know? Just, like, only Jasmine and her thoughts. I feel like another way it shaped me is, like, now I am so in love with myself and so in love with being with myself. Like, this right here, this is my space at home. Before I moved off into college, this is my high school room. My, like, middle school, elementary school room is the room next to me. I moved in here freshman year, and this has been my space, my fucking space. And I just love that term because, like, this is my world, like, and I'm so glad that I get to, like, kind of show it off a little bit, and record in here for the podcast, like, a little bit while I'm home from break. But yeah, like, there's just been so much that's happened, like, in these walls with myself. Like, I love spending time with myself. I love the idea of getting to know myself, and all of that jazz is going to be in another episode very soon because there's so much that I can just preach about to others. But yeah, I love taking myself out on little dates, solo dates. Go on a solo date, whether or not you have siblings. It's like the greatest thing you can do for yourself. Fuck, what was I gonna say? Okay, whatever, scratch that. But yeah, I don't know, I've grown such a like for who I am and such a like for my ability to understand myself. There's a lot of people that, like, still are not at the point of understanding themselves as a whole, and that's okay. It's not gonna happen the same timing for everyone, and it's not even gonna look the same for everyone. But I say definitely, like, definitely put it out there to, like, get to know yourself better. Like, I feel like my whole entire life I've just been getting to know myself and, like, upgrading and leveling up, like, everything that's ever gone on in my life, and it's a great feeling. And it's also really rewarding once you understand and grasp the concept of you, only you. It's like a weight is lifted off of your shoulders in, like, a way, a little bit. And it's like a warm hug. Because then it's like, you know, a lot of people, they love being with other people. They cannot not be with other people. They need to, like, they can't be by themselves, like, and that's totally okay. That is 100% okay, because that's how you deal with things, you know. But there's, like, I don't know, there's kind of magic that comes from yourself. So I definitely say try and channel it a little bit, try and get in there. But yeah, I kind of just wanted to spiel about being an only child and how it's shaped me, how my mom, my amazing fucking mother, has made my life so magical. And I just wanted to share my opinions on that and just share that little piece to me that you definitely did not know about. And remember to ask for help. Ask for help for anything. Not all the time. You don't have to do it all the time, but it is a good habit to get into, a good routine. Remember, we can't always handle everything by ourselves. Sometimes we do need an outer source to help us move along. But yeah, that is gonna be it for today's episode. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this one, and I really hope you guys enjoyed the last one. I'm pretty sure this is gonna be posted within the next 2 days. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Bye.